your next comic is also suspect. If you're in Hanover, you've probably seen him here. He's hosting the open mic every Monday night. The most good-looking Jewish man I've ever seen. Start making some noise for David Grant!
Well, thank you guys so much. Everybody keep making some noise for Andrew Faker. I love that guy. Yeah, he looks a little bit like Bill Burr. Yeah, right, yeah. If he just put Rohypnol on your drink, yeah. Right? No, we love Andrew. Yeah, I'm David. I live here in Hanover. You guys local folks? Anybody? Local people? All right, great. So, a round of applause if you've been here before. So at least half of you haven't heard these jokes. This is going to be great. Yes, I live right here in Hanover. And so what's the one thing we do here in Hanover? What does everybody know? Drink, yes, that's accurate, yeah. We also make all your snack foods, right? Yeah, that's right. It's the snack food capital of the United States, right? We make them all here, and because of that, you might think Hanover's #1 export is snack foods. But you'd be wrong. Hanover's #1 export is actually child support payments. That's right. It's the thing we make the most of. You guys, I watch a lot of TV with the closed captioning on. Do you guys do this? A couple people, yeah. No, I've seen this thing. Maybe you've seen it. It pops up at the bottom of the screen. It says suspenseful music. Who the fuck is that for? Right? You know, are they just teasing deaf people? Yeah. Music they didn't even know existed. It's completely useless, right? Like, what if they did other useless shit? Like, what if they closed captioned smells? Right? Like you're watching a show on Netflix. There's a guy walking down an alley full of like restaurant trash and shit like that. And then down on the bottom corner of the screen, it just says Philadelphia. You guys, I fucking hate Philadelphia. Yeah, no. Philadelphia is like if the Jersey Shore in Jacksonville, Florida had a baby. Yeah, Baltimore is just in the corner like, go Ravens! And then that baby spent the next 342 years eating lead paint chips. That's Philadelphia. I go there a lot for work, and whenever I do, Google Maps takes me through Kensington. You guys know about Kensington? Oh, you were too excited for Kensington, so you better settle down. Kensington, if you don't know, is one of the worst open-air drug markets in the country. Unless you want to buy some drugs, yeah. Then it's the Mall of America. Yeah. It's pretty great. Every time I go through there, some guy ends up stopping me at a light, right? And he's like, hey, you want to buy my pills? And I'm like, no. Maybe, I don't know, what do you got? Got any Lexapro? I just want to try it out. It's a depression joke for nobody, that's fine. You guys, I got in a conversation the other day, right, and it became circular. Right, and shortly after that, it started to feel kind of like it was an argument. And I didn't know how to get out of it, right? So I blurted out, I don't know where it came from, but I was like, my dad is stronger than your dad. Right? And this lady, she looks at me and she's like, my dad's dead. I know, I was like, how do you think that happened? But he's a fun guy, right? He's retired. He's been picking up a lot of new interests. Like recently, he got very interested in women's Olympic boxing. And genetics. Yeah, kind of. It was out of nowhere. Yeah, no. I haven't seen him this excited since OJ died, for real. Yeah. We were hanging out one day, and he was like, she's got XY chromosomes, David. I was like, hey, first of all, neither of us knows what that means. All right. Second of all, I would like to see the Facebook video you got your information from. And I know that's where you got it because I'm pretty sure you can't read. Right. So he showed me the video and it turns out, yeah, he was right. That guy clobbered that chick. I told that story, it was at like a family cookout like a week ago. And they were like, tell a joke, and I did that one. And it did really well, right? Everybody was laughing, and then my dad looks at me right in the eyes, right? And he was like, should look into Brittany Griner. He's got a lot of big mic energy, you know? That's all right, that's a new joke. We're just doing new things up here, we're having fun. You guys, very recently, I have found myself fortunate enough to be dating a hot goth girl. Oh yeah, one guy, you know, the rest of you got broken hearts, that's fine, I can tell. Now, it's not my first time, right? I've gained some knowledge I'd like to share with you guys here tonight, right? Because I feel like there's a real perception and reality thing going on, right? Like, for instance, you might see one, you'd be like, fuck, she's so hot. And you're right, they are. And there's a 90% chance her house smells like 1,000 cats. You might see one and be like, oh, I bet you she knows where all the cool restaurants are, all the cool venues and spots to hang out in town and shit like that. You'd be right, they will. You know, but the girl I've been dating, we've been seeing each other for 7 months, and I have yet to see her cook so much as a fucking Pop-Tart. No, it's a real problem. I'm pretty sure this girl lives on the 3 C's. All right, that's cigarettes, cocaine, and crying. That's my girl. You might be like, I bet you this sex is great. And you're right, it can be. But, you know, most of these girls are on antidepressants. It's okay, I'll explain it. What that means, guys, is that if your dick doesn't come with batteries, it's not going to happen. Okay? No, I'm serious. I've done the research. Okay, I've tried all the positions. You know, I've studied the ancient texts. I've done the breath work. I'm about to let her fuck me. I don't know what else to do. You know, it's like my own personal Afghanistan. Just invest all that time and effort, you know, and then just fuck up the pull-out. You might be like, she's got a bunch of really cool tattoos. I bet you she knows a bunch of cool tattoo artists and creative people and shit like that. And you'd be right, they will. And you get to figure out which ones are your new Eskimo brothers. And sisters, that's right. I'll explain that joke for the ones that didn't get it to you, that's fine. All right, Eskimo brothers, right, that's 2 guys that have had sex with the same person at different times. Right, so famous example, Pete Davidson and Kanye West, right? Whether they want to be or not, they are Eskimo brothers. With the 2012 LA Lakers. You guys have been so much fun.